What's up, guys? If you don't know me already, I'm Daisy Keech.
My name is Abby Rayo.
I'm Charly Jordan.
It's your boy Sebastian.
My name is Mariana Moraes.
What's up? I'm Isaak Presley.
I'm Britanni Johnson.
My name is Kinsey.
Hi, I'm Chase Keith, and I live in Los Angeles.
I'm Daisy Keech, and I am an influencer and entrepreneur. So the story of how I got to LA it's pretty freaking crazy. I feel like I've aged 20 years in one. To start off, I was going to college in Santa Barbara, and I dropped out the first semester. I hated my life there. I'm not a party person, and Isla Vista is crazy. It's such a party school. So I moved back home. I got a job at an auto body shop and a tinting shop. And in the middle of that, I was starting like my Instagram. And it started off very fitness based. And so a year of doing Instagram, I hit 600K. And when I did, I was like, okay, I can move to LA now. Like, it was one of my dreams, like, you know, make enough money to where you can move there. At the time, I was maybe making like $1,000 a month, like not enough to pay rent, that's for sure. I just basically packed up all my shit in my car to my 2 front seats of my like kind of broken down 2002 Lexus SUV. Like the side was all scratched, the mirror was all hanging down by wires, and there was no stereo system at all in there. So as I was moving to LA, my parents were not very supportive. They were like, what are you doing? You dropped out of college, you got a job in an auto body shop. Like, my parents were so scared for me. And my dad was like, all right, if you want to move to LA, you're cut off from everything. Cut off like the health insurance and everything. Just literally just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm such a determined person. If I want something, I don't stop until I get it. And I kind of told them, I was like, look, either you support me and you can track me, you can talk to me every single day. I'll let you know when I go out, when I come back home, whatever. Or you can not support me and I'm still gonna go do it. But either way, I'm gonna accomplish my dreams, because why the fuck not? I'm 20 years old, I'm so young, I have so much time, and I don't wanna live a life and look back and wish I would've done something. So I kinda told them, I was like, look, either like you support me or not, either way I'm gonna do this. So like, you might as well have a relationship with me, because it's not gonna change what I'm gonna do. And I just kinda had to be a hard ass like that. And that was really like the turning point for me, and I really gained so much independence from that. So I moved to LA. I literally just packed everything and left with one of my friends at the time. I only knew this friend like maybe 6 months before we actually moved to LA, so we didn't know each other that well. We didn't really have like that unconditional love that you'd want in like a friend, I feel like. So moving to LA was like really, really hard for me, because I literally had no one. I didn't even have my dog, I didn't have my mom, my brother, an aunt or uncle out there. Literally it was just me. 19-year-old Daisy, actually 18, I think I was 18 at the time, no, 19. 19-year-old Daisy in LA all by herself. I stayed with a few friends on their little extra spare bedroom, and then I had to move out to another place, and then to another place, and then to another place, and then to another place, and to another place, and another place, and now. So in a year I've moved 7 times, maybe 8 times if I'm missing a spot. And it was really, really tough not having a home. Excuse all the dogs. It was really tough not having like a stable home, because I didn't feel like I belonged anywhere. I didn't have anything that was familiar to me. So I started like growing rapidly, started making a lot more money, started saving it. I finally got a place with one of my friends, and I then brought my dog. The only form of unconditional love I had, I really felt like I was like losing myself, because I literally had nothing that was familiar to me, and I was so scared just like going into this crazy city all by myself at 19 years old. Coming from a very small town, I grew up very Christian. I grew up in a bubble basically, so I was so naive coming here, but I've learned so many lessons, and I've really like found who I am and really gained that confidence to really do anything I want and to not accept failure. Like, you only fail if you give up. So success is my only option in my mind. And then if you guys remember the Hype House, I started that with a few friends at the time. And then that turned into like a little bit of a sticky situation. So I ended up having to file a lawsuit against that because I was not given my percentage that I felt that I deserved. And so I started another house called the Clubhouse with a few other co-founders. Found an investor, started this whole thing, and now I'm here. Now I'm working on a few of my own brands, working on a few of Clubhouse brands that we're really, really excited about. Can't share too much because you guys still gotta like stay tuned, you know? But we're really, really excited to introduce that. And I'm really personally so excited about my own brands that I'm doing. As you guys know, I might have my whole fitness project, which I sell like workout programs, meal plans, whatever. I'm starting to work on selling like workout equipment along with supplements, so stay tuned for that. Really excited. I have like 2 other brands that I'm starting that I can't necessarily tell you quite yet, but really excited about that. Also, we have so much new content coming out that we're super, super excited about. It's super interesting and fun, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for hearing my story. I love you guys so much.
So hi guys, my name is Abby Rayo. I am one of the founders of the Clubhouse. Everybody's telling their stories about how they kind of got to LA, and I feel like for me, it literally was just the most random thing. So before this, I lived in Louisiana, that's where I'm from. I had been out to LA a little bit when I was younger. I actually did some like commercials and things like that, but I was more focused on like being a kid then, and you know, I didn't want to be homeschooled. I just wanted to kind of like be with my friends and be in my normal life. And then I kind of kept going. I paid my way through school. I used to work at Texas Roadhouse, and I became a cosmetologist. So I did New Orleans weddings, I did special events, I did hair and makeup for weddings, I did eyelash extensions, hair highlighting, cut, color. And I had been at my job for about a year, and then I got invited to this event in LA, and I ended up meeting my friend Katie, who's from Florida, sort of the same close-in area. And I went back home, and while we were out here, we got kind of like into the social media. It literally just, I couldn't tell you how it happened because it just it was so random. And basically I went back home, and Katie was like, yo, like I'm moving to LA, you should come, like you should be my roommate, I need a roommate. And I kind of just felt something in my soul, and I talked to my mom, and she was like, Abby, like go. And I kind of just left everything that I had like built for myself. It was actually very scary, but I think it's a big lesson, you know, for you guys out there, that if you feel a pull to do something, or if you feel like you want to do something, it's crazy because you can literally do anything. The only thing stopping you from doing it is you telling yourself that you can't do it, because you can do anything. And I think the mindset that I was in was like, you know what, if I fail, home will always be there. I can always go back home, you know? So I kind of just jumped, and here we are. And then I met Daisy, and like, you know, she's one of my best friends in the whole entire world. I just moved my best friend from home out here with me. She's working with the Clubhouse, so it's been a dream, and you know, I just am so grateful to God, and just I can't wait to see like what this journey unfolds for Daisy and I here at the Clubhouse. And I'm super, super excited for you guys to see the content that we're gonna create here. And yeah, just follow your dreams. Bye guys.
What's up guys, I'm Charly Jordan, and the way I got to LA, let's see, I was born and raised in Las Vegas. I grew up there my entire life, and then I lived in Utah for 2 years. And when I moved to Utah, I saw how beautiful it was there, and I started doing road trips my senior year of high school, and I was actually supposed to go run in college. I signed on a full ride scholarship to come run out here in California at Cal State, but ended up giving the scholarship away because those road trips turned into a legitimate job. So I had like 100K by the end of my senior year, and I started traveling after that. And then I pretty much traveled the world for 2 years, one way or another, you know, whether it was with brands or because I wanted to, just because I love traveling. And then I finally came out to LA because I met a boy, popular to most answers, which was for work. I came out here. I already had all my work stuff going, and I met a boy out here, so I moved out here, and I've lived here for the past year. But obviously there's so many amazing things here that work just came along with it, and now I'm to 3 million, and I just moved into the Clubhouse like 3 weeks ago, and I've literally loved living here, and I've loved living in LA this past year, and I'm really excited for all the stuff we're about to do here.
What's up, guys? Your boy Sebastian and I'm the newest member of the Clubhouse, and everyone's been super nice to me. I love it here. And I actually grew up here in LA, and I'm currently right now 19 years old. And I did social media back then like just for fun and didn't think I was gonna get anywhere with it, but because of you guys, I'm here living my best life in Beverly Hills with some great people by my side living here as well. And yeah, stay tuned for some more content.
Hi guys, my name is Mariana Moraes. You might know me on Instagram or on social media as Maare, and this has been such an amazing journey that I've been through. Originally, I am from Brazil. I found myself as a regular girl in Florida. I went to college in Florida for actually an engineering degree, which I was pretty freaking good at. So good at that I ended up finishing it, and I just kind of did like Instagram and social media things on the side because it was something that I was passionate about and that I really liked. And I had my first internship when I was in Florida, and I was like, dang, I really don't like this. At the same time, I was like flying out to LA all the time to do like photo shoots and different things, and I just kind of realized I really love this place and this is something that I enjoy doing. So I kind of took the leap and I finished with my engineering degree, but I decided within myself that it was not something that I wanted to pursue, and I was ready, to make the big move, whether it was to LA or wherever. And I think I was a little bit too scared to come to LA, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna move to Miami and I'm gonna start like doing influencing things there. So one day it was a sign from God, and I randomly got a call from my friend Leslie, and she was like, hey, I have an investor. We are trying to put up a content house with a bunch of creators. And I was like, okay, this is what I needed, let's send it. So I packed up all my things, moved across the country, and we kind of started our own content house. It was called the Click House back then, and while I was here, I just met a bunch of different people, and the idea grew, and it became what we called the Clubhouse. So I'm kind of an OG that met with our investor and kind of created this whole idea, and I've just met the most amazing people that I've been able to collaborate with and work with, and now we are roommates, and we're one big family, and this is how we have the Clubhouse. So I'm so excited for you guys to see all the content and everything that we're gonna put out for you guys, everything that we've worked so hard on to show you, and I'm excited to be on this journey.
Hi everyone, I'm Brittany Johnson, and I just recently joined the Clubhouse, and we'll be doing a lot of the gaming stuff around here. We're starting a Twitch, we're gonna have some really fun content, and I don't know, you'll just have to stay tuned to see what we have coming up. So my story of how I moved out to LA and what brought me out here started from whenever I started working on a video game called Borderlands. I don't know if you've heard about it, it's just a tiny little game. But I'm one of the main characters in it, and whenever we started filming the second game in 2011, I didn't really know how big the game would be. After filming the first one, I still kind of continued with my life and school, and then whenever we announced that we were doing Borderlands 2, I had to really think about what this could be. And so after filming it, I sat down with the studio and they were like, why aren't you moving out to LA and pursuing this? It's a huge opportunity and you should really think about it. And so whenever I graduated college, before I went to law school, I was like, you know what, I'll put that on hold and I'll come out to LA and go to the press junkets and see, how I like it. And I had every intention of moving back, but once I got out to LA, I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the gaming world and life here in LA, and I never ended up going back, and it was honestly the best decision I ever made. But you know what, ever since I've been in LA, I've been working on film, TV shows, worked for Disney, did some like hosting stuff. I have traveled around the world hosting esports tournaments and different shows, and I still do a lot of voiceovers and work in different games. So here I am making content with Clubhouse.
What's up, guys? My name is Kinsey, and I'm so excited to tell you guys how I got to LA. Look out for all the things that we're doing. We've been killing it on content, making so much content every single day, and I've been working on a really big project that I'm keeping a secret for now, but look out for that. But yeah, so let me start. I was in school, nursing school in Sacramento, and then I kind of started modeling a little bit, and once I started to do that and I started to travel the world, I would backpack the world, I really saw that there was so much more out there in the world, and so I needed to be in the epicenter, the heart of it all. So I took the leap. I got my best friend to move with me from Sacramento, and we moved to LA. We got the tiniest, ugly little apartment, the cheapest thing we can afford, that had like cockroaches, and we moved, and it was an adventure. It was so much fun. It was different than anything I've ever seen. And I'm so blessed that I did that, because right when we moved to LA, I got introduced to so many great people, and that's how I started video content creating, because I really wasn't happy as a model. I don't really see myself as a model. So then I started making video content, which I prefer way more. And that got me to LA. But I do live in LA, but I'm not in LA that much. I travel 70% of the year. That's why I was okay. I don't need anything nice or a nice apartment, because I enjoy being on the road. I don't really like being in LA more than like a week out of the month, because I'm young and free, and I just want to travel as much as I can right now and make crazy content around the world. But I just kind of took that leap of faith, and I hope if any of you guys have dreams or things that you want to do, it is scary. It's so scary, and I quit my job as a nurse, and that was such a stable career, and I was so afraid. I worked so hard in nursing school, and just to give that all up was the scariest thing ever. But I also knew that I wanted more, and that there was so much more to life, and I hope all of you guys know that there is so much to life, and if anything you want to do, take that risk. And there's no such thing as failure. If you failed, you just learned a lesson, and you can go back to whatever you were doing that made you feel comfortable, but get outside your comfort zone, take risks. And if you want to move to LA, move to LA. If you want to move to New York, move to New York. Find some friends to do it with you, or do it alone, and just really get out there, because that's going to push yourself to the limit, and you're going to be able to really become the best version of yourself when you're uncomfortable. So the Clubhouse has been amazing. This is definitely the longest period of time I've ever been in LA, not traveling. So I'm so thankful for the Clubhouse, because it makes it so fun being here, and we all have the same goals, so we all work together every single day. So I honestly have really enjoyed it. I thought I would be nervous quarantining in LA and not being able to get on the road, because I'm always go, go, go. But honestly, I've loved it so much. I love the Clubhouse. I love working here, and I've made so many friends, which has been amazing. So I'm so thankful for this time, and now I kind of maybe I should slow down traveling a little bit. Maybe I should stay.
Hi, I'm Chase Keith, and I live in Los Angeles. So, I started off from Ohio. I was born and raised in Ohio. Farmland. I had a gas station 5 minutes from me. Not even 5 minutes. It was walking distance. And then I also had a Sky Zone 5 minutes from me in Ohio. Amazing farmland. I had a nice neighborhood, across the street from me, but we just lived in a creek. I went to private Catholic school there. There was a nice town. They were ranked nationally in sports. All guys, Catholic high school. The dream, just kidding. It was a lot of hormones. It wasn't the best. But yeah. And I started making videos there, and I kind of was getting, I was getting made fun of a lot, but obviously my true friends didn't really care, and they stuck with me. But then one thing led to another, and I guess we were forced to move from Ohio, so we ended up moving to Orange County originally, and I'm still living in Orange County, but now I'm also living here in Beverly Hills, so it's Orange County as well as Beverly Hills. But yeah, so originally I was already going to LA a lot, even from Ohio. I went to VidCon, and then I was flying out to events like Playlist Live. But yeah, so I already had a lot of friends in LA. My older sister Bailey was already living kind of in Venice, and so I was already going to LA a lot. But I guess now, just with the Clubhouse opportunity came up, I was I need to do this. This is very cool. So yeah, so I'm living here in this house. Too much space, way too much space for no reason, but I'm here. Make sure you guys stay tuned for a lot of new content. It's gonna be phenomenal, breathtaking, as you will, knocking your socks off. Because my socks are literally not even on right now. I'm wearing Jordans without socks. I feel like it's a sin. But anyways, yeah, just stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Isaak Presley. I'm an actor. I'm a Clubhouse member. I'm a full sender. I'm a musician. I do a few different things. But how I got to LA. So I was actually born in California. My parents are all both from, my dad was from Cuba. My mom is from Italy, but I was born in California. I was born in Fullerton, California. I lived there for a good portion of my life. And then I moved to Newport Beach when I was about, I'd say like 11. And I lived there part-time. And I had a place in LA, but I was not living in LA. I was just kind of going there for whenever I had to do a show because I started acting at 8. Young life for Isaak. Started playing guitar at 5. I was doing martial arts. I was riding horses. You know, typical kid things. So yeah, I was definitely lived a different life than most kids lived. I started like acting consistently on shows at about 9, doing like guest stars and reoccurring roles. And then here comes the big part of how I got to LA. When I was 12, I booked a Disney Channel show called Stuck in the Middle, and I had to get a place in LA. I still kept my place in Newport because I didn't make the full move yet. And I started that show, which went for 3.5 seasons. At the end of the second season, I made the full move to LA, left my place in Newport, and was living in LA full time. And yeah, I kept acting. I was doing Fuller House simultaneously while that was going on. I did some other projects out of town. Continued to live in LA. I've lived here now for, I'd say, 5.5 years in LA, but I grew up in California, so honestly, it's not much different. I've been in LA my whole life. And then yeah, I'd say about a month and a half ago, I was going to be joining Sway LA, and then some things happened on the managerial side with them. Love all them still, and the opportunity to join Clubhouse came, and I took some meetings, we talked, and everything started to click, and within 3 days I was moving in. I've enjoyed my time here. I've told this to people, I would never want to live anywhere but LA. I've spent a lot of time in New York, and I would tell you that I would take LA over anywhere else in the world. I love the weather. There's good people here, you know, for the most part. I love the opportunities that LA carries, and I love living here. I'd want to continue to live here. I guess my story is probably not as interesting as some other small town people that have made the move to LA. I'm just born in California, Southern California. But yeah, I love it, and I wouldn't ever want to be anywhere else. So that's the story of how Isaak Presley got to LA. Yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Just wanted to, we have a little sum up of everyone. Stay tuned for a lot more rowdy, crazy, awesome content featuring your boy and everyone else in the house. Make sure to subscribe to Clubhouse. Come back weekly. We post 5 times a week, guys. We got you with content all the time to keep fueling your quarantine with new content. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed. Comment down below other things you guys would like to see. You can go subscribe to my YouTube channel and all my other socials at Isaak Presley. I post every day on Instagram, weekly on YouTube. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.